What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Last week was certainly an exciting one to kick off the month of May. You had the AMC earnings call, everything that Adam Aaron had said, really bullish and standing by us as Apes AMC shareholders. Also, the House Financial Services Committee meeting and the SEC looking like they are going to really start to take some action. The blocks are really lining up for us. Things are starting to progress moving forward for all of us that have been on this long journey. In this video, guys, I want to go over something with you that I have been tracking. I've been showing you guys on plenty of my other videos. I was waiting for the news update, and when it finally broke, I was like, wow, it was much bigger than I expected, guys. So stick around. You're not going to miss this. For those of you that are new to the channel, all I ask is you hit that like button and subscribe to join the family. And if you're interested in joining our private community, we have hundreds of members. We talk stocks and strategies all day long. So if you're interested, guys, come check it out. First link in the description. Let's get into the video. First off, guys, want to kick off just showing the price of Dogecoin. For all of you guys that held through all of this and were able to lock in the profits above 70 cents, cheers to you guys. It is starting to recover. We knew the sell-off was going to happen. We talked about it in the Discord because the ruling, which as you all should know if you've been following my channel, the rules of you buy the rumor, sell the news still play into effect today, guys. So don't get caught holding the bag, man. It's always the greedy ones that get caught holding the bag. So just wanted to point that out. Next off, guys, this is something I do want to talk about. It's been passed around all over the internet. This is their Citadel's annual filing talking about the $57 billion of open short interest that they still had at the end of 2020. Couple things come into my mind that I haven't really heard talked about, and I wanted to just give you my highlights on it. One, this was at the end of 2020. I'm sure there are a lot of those positions that they are positive on. They're not negative on all of their positions. It's just not the way it works, okay? Especially when you look at anybody's portfolio, there's going to be red and there's also going to be green. So that's one thing I want to highlight. Second thing I wanted to highlight is it was much higher than 2019, and it is probably steadily growing into 2021. They have taken out new short positions. But the number one thing that I want to point out to you guys, no matter what, is this is a company that only has 35 billion assets under management. So they are literally not only shorting stocks beyond the float with synthetic shares, because they're able to do that by having their hands in so many different pieces of the stock trading fundamentals and the mechanics that go behind it. But they're literally over leveraging their whole freaking company by shorting more than they even have in assets under management, which is absolutely ridiculous, guys. So we're going to continue to see this unfold. This did come out in February, but it was just, I wanted to give you guys my take on it because people were talking about that 57 billion still being short. Okay. Like I said, it's just, the news just keeps getting better and better. All right. Next thing I want to talk about before I get into the big thing that I want to mention to you guys is this right here. 801 had come through effect on May 4th. We were waiting on that contingency 002 right here. They were supposed to rule on it on Friday, and they went with a 45 day extension. So that is going to be ruled upon by June 21st, which is still after the June 2nd share count deadline for AMC. Okay, very, very good news. One thing that I have not seen a lot of people talk about as well was this one right here. And I find it to be pretty broad, okay, but there's something in there that really, really stuck out to me that I want to bring up to you guys. So this is 006, okay, it's a new ruling that had come into effect as of recent, and the subject is make clarifications, corrections, and certain other changes. Very, very broad. So I decided to dive into it a little bit, and there's one thing that stuck out to me that I really, really wanted to highlight to you guys, and I'm going to explain to you why, okay? Proposal to make certain clarifications in the rules. And as I'm not going to read all of this because, like I said, it'll just take too much time. But as I read it, the first thing popped out into my mind was they were literally taking the gray area away. Meaning when two people, okay, or multiples, let's just say when two parties look at rules, look at anything that's written, they're going to interpret it differently. It's natural. Human minds think differently. So naturally, all these hedge funds are looking for any type of benefits that they can get. Think about when you file your taxes. I know when I file my taxes, I have my hands in so many different things. I'm always looking to see where I can place something, what I can do, what I can write off, what I can move around, what I can push off till next year, what I'm going to be depreciating the year prior, anything that I can do, okay, and anything I read to find that gray area in order to benefit myself, because that's natural. That's what we do when we're doing our taxes. And that's exactly what this rule change basically says to me is they're literally taking out some of the gray area because they know that they're already looking for that gray area. And the SEC is coming back and saying, wait a minute, we're going to take a look at this and we're going to make sure that gray area, it's black and white. That's that thin line. So that's very, very good news for us, guys. And that is going to take a little bit of time, just like everything else. It was approved, but it is going to take a little bit of time to come into effect. Now, guys, let's get into something that I always show on all my videos right here. It's utilizing market beat. Okay, every different media outlets has their pluses, their minuses, and a lot of them are all paid off because that's how they make their money. It's a profitable business. But one thing, guys, I really wanted to point out to you was this number right here. All right, if you've seen it all over the internet, but this is something I've been covering for so long. And in quarter one, okay, in quarter four, you saw the positive. All right, quarter one happened to change it a little bit. All right, it was around that $70 million mark, and it did change a little bit. But this right here, 241 to 1. What a ratio, okay? Just like I said at the beginning of this video, guys, there's a saying that goes, okay, buy the rumor, sell the news. And that's kind of an old school saying, and it still takes effect today. It's a little bit different now that we have the internet. Information is passed insanely fast. That still goes by today. But there's another one, right? And it goes, follow the money. Follow the money. And like I said, it's an old school saying, and a lot of that comes from the institutions have more knowledge than us as retail investors. It has definitely changed a little bit because of the internet, but still, guys, follow the money. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been talking about the 13F filings. We look at it on Fintel. I'm going to scroll right down here. We look at the 13F filings. I'm not saying like follow it like or wherever these institutions are investing, that's where you should put your money, but it gives me conviction and confirmation as a holder. But look at these numbers right here. Quarterly change in shares, 340, 393, okay? 1,300% increase, 260%, over 4,000% increase. You can continue to scroll down. And these are all new, guys. These are just in May. These are just in May. So institutions are getting really, really, really bullish behind AMC. And it's also at a phenomenal price point. So you invested a little bit in Doge. I'm never going to tell you guys what to do. The only thing I've ever told you guys what to do is to get off of Robinhood, which I really hope you have, because I even ended up reading that as some of the downfall or that Robinhood was having a hard time with their crypto went down, people having a hard time, selling and so forth. So like I said, that was the only thing I'm going to tell you what to do, guys. But AMC is sitting at a bullish standpoint, and that's just my opinion, guys. Next thing I want to point out, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to point out to you guys, and it's a bit speculative. I've talked about this in my other videos. I've talked about just the positive publicity that AMC is getting based on everything that is happening. And every day, more and more people hear about it. More and more people are inspired to invest in AMC. And this just goes to show one of them, all right? This individual, Chance the Rapper, whether you're a fan of him or not, he's talking about his new movie coming out. It doesn't matter what you think about the movie, but he goes into talking about why he's choosing AMC. You read it in the comments. Everything is circled around the movement that we have all started, okay? Inevitably, if you've been in this journey, or whether you jumped on late or you've been in this journey from the beginning, you have started this movement. This guy, Chance the Rapper, 8.2 million followers. We already know we've got 3.2 million apes. So even if all of us are following this guy, which clearly, as you can see, guys, I'm not, but still, it's bringing more and more publicity to not only AMC as a business, but us as what we are doing, inspiring others to invest in it. All right. So it's twofold. It's twofold. Everything that's happening is twofold. One, the business is naturally going to grow. I talked to you guys, I think it was my last video, maybe a couple of videos ago, how I wasn't really a moviegoer in the last 10 years. I work a lot. I would fall asleep in those, those chairs, and I wasn't really a moviegoer, but you better believe it. I've been there, and it's because of the journey I choose to support AMC. So it's twofold. You've got the journey. More people are going to be adding shares, holding shares, buying all of that, and then also the business aspect of it, promoting AMC, buying the AMC gift cards. I was almost going to buy my 5-year-old nephew yesterday an AMC gift card, and I was like, you know what, it's not fair to him, even though I really wanted to do it. I was joking around with my girlfriend. I went with the Target gift card, but still, we're going to the movies, we're promoting it as a business and as a shareholder. You've got both aspects that are bullish for us. Okay, so guys, that's it for this video. I'm really going to be excited to see how this week's plays out, and I'll see you in the next one.